Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, question for you. How old were you when you became a millionaire?
I know you!
Yeah?
I was 23.
Are you an entrepreneur?
Yes.
Do you think I could interview you for a minute for the channel real quick? Is that cool?
Yes.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
It will be this year.
How much?
We're on track to make 20 million, me and my business partners.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are you good at sales?
Oh, if it's one thing to make you rich as a woman, sales, branding. You will never be broke. Everyone's literally throwing opportunities at you.
So give me $1 million worth of branding advice right here.
Oh my
give me your
God.
best.
If you want to blow up on social media and you want people to respect you, two things. Number one, the hook, the first 3 seconds, is more important than the video. If you look at my Instagram reels, the first 3 seconds is when people like. They don't even watch the full video. Then another thing is make sure whatever you're saying in the first 3 seconds is gonna trigger them. You have to be hated. Look at the most successful people. Elon Musk hated, Trump hated, Kim Kardashian hated. The more heat you can get as an entrepreneur, the more successful you're gonna get.
Did you have anybody that doubted you?
Everyone, right? I'm Middle Eastern, like, you know, just have kids, sit at home. That was the culture that I was in. Just be obedient, listen to the man. Your little voice, be quiet. The side of me that rebelled is what made me successful and free.
So let me ask you this. You're gonna make 20 million bucks this year. What's the best financial advice you've ever received?
Hire people that are better than you in your company. Because I don't know it all. And I know I don't know it all. I'm not the smartest. But you know what happens to the smartest people? They're always the brokest. Why? Because smart people, they're overthinking, overanalyzing. They need it to be perfect.
That's why they always say that the A students always end up working for the C students.
Yeah, I was a C student.
You got amazing advice. Hey, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Keep crushing it. One thing about you, your consistency is unheard of. And I love that. So I'm proud of you.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your host Claire Monica, and today we are going to be talking about how to build wealth in 2025, or how to build wealth in general, how to become rich, how to be wealthy. These are all the tips and tricks you need to know. And as the last creator was talking about, in order to be rich, in order to be wealthy, you need to be willing to go against the grain. You have to be willing to be disliked, be spoken about, be criticized, be ridiculed, and be consistent and work hard. And Lord knows that so many people in today's age may be broke or be poor because not because they don't have the skills, or not because they don't have drive to make money, but because they don't have an abundant mindset. And in order to hold wealth of any capacity, of any kind, you need to be able to hold it. They say that if you spread all the money across the world evenly, it will end up back exactly where it was. It's a mindset issue. Yeah, this video is just going to cover how you can build wealth, whether that's building a brand, starting a business, starting a YouTube channel, starting some side hustles. Don't be afraid to go against the grain. Like I always say, well-behaved women or men never or rarely make history. So you have to be willing to be rebellious, quote unquote rebellious. Despite the culture or environment you may have been raised in, you have to be willing to do something different. Because if you want something different, you have to do something that you have never done, or maybe the people around you have never done. And also don't fall into the trap of taking advice from people that don't have the results or don't have the wealth or the life you dream for. And I'll see you after a few clips.
I'm a millionaire at 26. Here are the 5 skills I mastered in order to make me extremely successful. Number 1, I learned the neuroscience of my brain and hacked it for success. The number 1 thing I want to tell you about is the reticular activation system. There are 11 million bits of information processed in your brain every second, and it can only focus on 50. Your brain can only focus on what you've pre-primed it to focus on. If you ask your brain a question like, how can I make the most amount of money in the least amount of time with the least amount of effort? Those 50 bits of information will be attuned to the exact solution. That exact question is how I ended up only seeing reels for digital products on my feed, and literally within a few weeks started my own company that I actually made 2 million in revenue from in 17 months. Number 2, I reprogrammed my subconscious and my relationship to money, to work, to discipline. Your subconscious is not programmed to make you successful, it's programmed to keep you safe. If you don't think money and success or being seen on social media is safe, your subconscious will be the thing that keeps you procrastinating and sabotaging. So if you want something but you're not getting it, it's because you have some type of limiting belief that is causing resistance in your actions. All you need to do is look at the belief, reprogram it, move toward your goal. Number 3, I learned to only focus on one thing and do it very well. Someone tells me, oh, I do this, this, and that. I know this person is not making any money. And this doesn't even mean you have to give up all your passions, but how could I create something that could incorporate all my talents, but only be one thing so I'm not scattering my energy? Or at the absolute least, focusing on one thing at a time, and until that's solidified, delegate, and then start the next project. I like posting on social media. I like money, I like spirituality, I like psychology. So I just made a personal brand around my interests, and then I made a course that teaches women how to make money, but also has mindset manifestation work. If you're good at making content, don't try and do everything else. Hire assistants, hire people to do the work you're bad at. But while we're here, let's expand on number 3. Babe, if you say you want to make a course, you're going to start the business, but you're going out every night, you're doing all kinds of things, why are you going out with your friends when your dreams are not being worked on? You really have to take massive accountability. If months have passed and you said you were going to do something and you've only spent like 1 hour a week on it, that's not enough. Great people don't become great by acting and moving like everyone else. If everyone goes out every weekend, yeah, that's why they all live the same life. Get focused, start doing the work. You're going to be lonely, it's going to be hard, but it's going to be worth it. Everyone else going out on Friday, Saturday. There's a point in business where you can do that, but I promise you it's not the beginning. So get to work. Doodles.
Coolest it girls aren't just spending money, they're also investing it. Finance is literally such a big part of my life, and I never talk about it on here. I always just talk about how to like physically glow up. So I think it's about time I start a new series where I tell you guys how to level up your finances. If you're not marrying a prince but you still want the penthouse and the vintage Chanel, you're in the right place. Let's talk about how to get Blair Waldorf rich in 2025. Firstly, via the stock market. If you've never bought a stock before or don't know anything about the stock market, that's fine. I was literally in the same boat. I feel like I had a misconception that it's really difficult to get into the stock market. You need a lot of money to invest. That is not the case at all. You literally get an app on your phone and it's kind of like social media. If you know how to use TikTok and Instagram, I guarantee you'll be able to use a trading app. The app that I primarily use to buy stocks is called Spaceship, which is only available to Australian residents. But I do also use one called eToro, which is available a bit more globally. I think it's definitely available for UK residents. If you're in America, you're literally spoiled for choice. You guys have so many cool apps like Robinhood. You can start investing with literally $5. Start with literally whatever you had. That's what I did. Like I had $1,000 in my savings account, and rather than it just sitting in an account doing nothing, I thought, why not give it a go? My portfolio consists of stocks, ETFs, and crypto. So let me break that down a little bit. Stocks basically means that you own a little piece of the company. So it's best to buy a stock in a company that you believe has potential to grow. That's what I find is like one of the most fun things about investing is like researching different companies. An ETF is basically like a basket of stocks. Like you're buying a little bundle, a tiny, tiny little piece of each of them. For example, you can buy like VOO, which is I think like 500 top companies in the US. So it's less risky than betting it all on one company. You can do this specific to like certain industries like medical research or AI. And then of course crypto, I buy my crypto through eToro, not tied to any companies at all. It's like a digital online currency. It's risky. It can go up really, really quickly and you can make a lot of money, but you can also lose a lot of money fast. So me personally, I like to have some safer investments and some more risky investments. I can talk about what I actually own if that would help you guys. Personally, investing has helped me so much. I've made a lot of money. I just want to share that with you guys and help you guys. I don't know, I wish one of the beauty influencers I followed when I was younger talked about investing. I wish I started so much younger. If this is something you're interested in hearing more about, I love talking about it and I would love to make this more of a regular thing on my page.
Okay, so you need to learn to monetize your life. You need to be able to have multiple streams of income. So that could be stocks, investment, resale, whether that's on Depop, Vinted. You can try and make money locally, whether that's doing favors for your neighbors, dog walking. You can look into creating a service or product business type. If you want to start a business, there's 2 types of businesses you can have, either a service-based business or product-based business. So if you want to have a product-based business, that just means actually creating a product, whether it's digital or in real life, whether it's something to do with beauty, a practical item, whatever it is, and you can create that and actually resell it online. Or you can make a service-based business, which is actual experiences, whether it's car washing, running a restaurant, customer service, advice. So yeah, make sure you guys do your research. There's so many ways you can make money in 2025. Literally, you can make money while still sitting in your home. You can make money on social media. You can make money doing online tutoring. The options are limitless. And one thing some people may never tell you is that investing in yourself is an investment. Investing on your education, investing in your health, your looks can literally be something that brings you loads of money. And this is because you become the brand. Instead of you working for someone, instead of you looking for external sources of income, you become the source of income. You become the business.
When you treat your life like it's a business, you will always have money. One of the best advice I could give to a young lady is to monetize your life. Don't waste your beauty. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your ability, your smartness. Don't waste it. Monetize your life and stop chasing the one purpose, the one gift. You have many gifts, okay? Because I feel like this can keep us in a loop when we're like wondering, what's my purpose? Your purpose is to live a great life. Make that your mission in life. Make that your statement, your mission statement, your vision. Make that your priority. You have so many gifts. Monetize them. You know how to bake? Sell cookies. You know how to cook? Host dinner parties. You love to travel? Create a travel club. You love to dress? Have a YouTube, an Instagram, a TikTok, an LTK, listen, an Amazon store. Do it all, okay? Because the minute you monetize your life, you will never worry about money again. And then also too, figure out how you can make money in your sleep. So, for example, if you love to bake cookies and you're selling cookies as a product, also create a tutorial that you can sell. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be cookies, but you get the gist. Whatever your gifts are, monetize all of them. And whether you have a business or not, start creating a list. Especially if you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, you're on YouTube, create a list where you can offer your followers something just to get their email address, so that when you're ready to launch a business, you will already have a list and you have potential customers. I'm telling you this as a woman who has 7 streams of income. I have monetized my entire life. Whenever you see me out, whether I'm having fun or I'm working, just know I'm making money. I'm always making money. And once you think like that, because I'm gonna tell you something, when you make money, I don't know who these people are who are very unhappy or just completely assholes when they get money. But when you're a good person and you make money, listen, it only amplifies who you already are. Saying all this for the girlies who are, whether you're in your 20s, your 30s or 40s, because life happens in an instant. The other day, my husband and I, we were getting ready to have a call with our financial advisor. This is the person who manages our retirement accounts at a financial institution. And we meet with him once a quarter just to see how investments are doing, so on and so forth. And he said, well, Marie Claire, what are your plans? You always discuss your plans for life, whatever, so that they know, do they have to invest aggressively? The things that we have to do to take care of ourselves when we retire. And he said, Marie Claire, well, if you wanted to, you could start withdrawing from your retirement at 59 and a half. And I was like, hello, that's in 4 years. Where has the time gone? Just the other day I was 20, just the other day I was 30, just the other day I was 40, just the other day I was 50. I will be 54 next month. So I'm telling you this to incentivize you to treat your life like a business. Use your gifts, and you already know what they are because you do them all the time. You love it so much that you do it for free. So now figure out a way on how to make money from that. And remember, don't set your eye on just one stream of income. Monetize all your gifts. Like me, all right? I love to dress. I love skincare. I love beauty. I love cosmetic. I love to teach. I love business. I love mindset, right? I monetize all of those. Monetized, okay? There's always a check coming through, always. Use your gift wisely. Use your time wisely, because before you know it, you'll be 60, you'll be 65, and you will wonder, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? So it still is never too late. So at whatever age you are when you are watching this video, clock it, go get it.
The biggest lie we were ever told, and I believed myself, is that money responds to effort. It responds to hard work. That's not true. And I learned this recently. Money responds simply to emotions. It responds to energy. That's it. Your bank account right now is not a reflection of your income. It's a reflection of your frequency. If you believe that you're stuck, your bank account is also stuck. The reason why money is called currency is because it needs to flow. When it's flowing, you're making money. When it's not flowing, you're stuck. And if you're stuck, your money is. To make money, you need rituals every single day. And I don't mean woo-woo voodoo stuff. I mean rituals, things that you do every day that sends a signal to the universe, to God, that you're open to money. You're not afraid of money. And here are 3 things that I do almost daily when I feel like I'm stuck financially. Let's do it. Hi, my name is Nike. Not Nike. Let's do it. I want to warn you, these rituals work really fast. So if you don't like money, you can scroll off. 1 is the circulation spell. That's what I call it for myself. Whenever I feel like I want a large amount of money coming in, I want to circulate my money. I say this all the time. Money that doesn't flow will get stuck. It needs to flow. Do this. I give a small amount of money away. You can do it anonymously. What I tend to do is I would just walk to like a 7-Eleven or a gas station, and I will give like a $20 to a homeless guy, or leave it in a tip jar. If you go to church, you want to make sure you pay your 10% in churches. If you go to mosque, donate to your mosque. Pay for the coffee of the person behind you. Sometimes if I'm getting gas, I will pay for the person who's getting gas behind me. And it almost happened. I think the world is just so transactional that it almost happened instantaneously. Like I will give $5 away or $20 away, or pay for someone's coffee, or pay for gas of someone behind me. And within 10 minutes, money would just show up. It would just simply show up. As I'm exchanging the money, I'm giving money to someone for free, or paying for gas, I always say, this proves to me that I trust the universe, that I trust God, that I trust the flow, and that I believe that I'm the source. So whatever I just gave to this person, it will come back to me multiplied, and it works. 2, I call it the receipt ritual. And what do? Most people spend money and then they get the receipt and they feel shame, they feel fear. Whenever I buy something that I really like and I felt joyful when I bought it, like the last time I bought my pink Louboutins, I felt really joyful. I take that receipt, I fold it in half, I feel happy, I feel joyful. I fold it in half, and behind it, money returns to me multiplied with ease. I fold it into another a 4-piece. I put it in my wallet and I just let it sit there. And the last but not least ritual that I do is called the overflow ritual. Most people save money begrudgingly. They feel guilty when they're saving money. They're annoyed. What I would do is no matter how much I make, even if I make $20, well, with my African black soap, I'm not really making any money. Even if I make $5, I take $2 out of that $5 when I receive it. I will go get it in cash, and I will put it in an envelope that I name overflow envelope. Okay, I would name it overflow envelope, and I would just put it in. This is very different from an emergency fund, okay, because it's just cash sitting in an envelope and you just let it build. What you're doing is sending to your subconscious and sending to the universe and sending to God that this isn't my last dollar. I have so much more where that came from, right? Every time you open that envelope and you see the word overflow in it, you're like, oh, there's so much money in the universe. I put the $2 in it, $3 in it. I close the envelope back. You can even use a piggy bank, right? The piggy bank, and put overflow on the piggy bank, and then put money in there, because it's not your last. You're not saving that money. That money is just there. Like, it's not an emergency fund. It is just sitting. I hope this helps. Money needs to flow in, not through efforts, through resonance. Especially if you're a very feminine woman, you're an abundant being. You don't need to work hard. Hard work is not for women. It's not for feminine women. You just have to believe that there's so much abundance in the world, and you're entitled to those abundance. You're strong, you're resilient, you're healthy, and you're wealthy. I believe in you, and I pray you always believe in yourself. Stay fabulous. Hey guys, these are very important concepts that you must adopt, or you must think about when you want to, or if you want to build wealth or become rich. In order to gain much, you must give much. If you want to receive, you need to be able to give. And that could be given to charity, that could be giving your time, giving your love, giving your energy. That will in turn attract more money, more opportunities, more wealth. Because if you're stingy, if you hold on to everything you have, if you hold on to your life, if you try to hold on to your money, your savings, it's not going to grow. And you're acting in a space of scarcity instead of abundance, or instead of receiving. So that's where I go back to my earlier point. You cannot hold wealth, you cannot become rich if you have a scarcity mindset, or you have a poverty mindset, or if you don't believe that money will come back to you, or you think that you need to save your money, or you need to hold on to it. And I know it's very easy to fall into the trap of being scared to spend money, especially when you don't know when your next check is coming in, or you don't know when you're going to get paid again. But the most important thing is to flow and act as if money is a continuous flow in your life. Don't ever say that you're broke or you're poor. Say that your money is circling. When there's no money, actual tangible money in the bank account, you're not broke. Your money is just circling. It's coming back to you. It's finding a way to come back to you. And in those seasons of drought, in those seasons of not having enough financially, don't fall into the rabbit hole of woe is me, or that is your reality. These things take time, and the day you plant the seeds are not the day you're going to reap them. So just keep going, keep working towards those goals and dreams. And also, when you choose these businesses or goals or brands you decide to work on or work with, be sure not to only just focus on the outcome of making money, because you have to enjoy what you do. Enjoy what you do, and everything will work out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this topic, and comment down below your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next video.